Welcome back to the GSL Code S. Harding has escaped to the round of 16. 3 more players remain, only 1 will move on.
That's right. It's a scary moment for these 3, realizing that there's only 1 escape pod left on the whole ship.
That's right.
And instead of working together and all getting the escape pod together like they probably should, they're going to fight it out. Only 1 gets to go up.
It's pretty messed up. And here's the problem, Artos. That escape pod only goes to the ship that has 16 seats on it. And eventually that ship's going to start to fall apart.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, I would probably just take the escape pod somewhere else then.
Probably to the round of 8.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, all right? The human race is actually just going extinct in this stuff.
There can only be 1.
There's only going to be 1.
And then he's going to write the last history book and
he's going to wait for the aliens to find him.
He's going to throw it into space and hope someone finds it.
All right. The player who loses here is out now. It's a Protoss versus Terran. MyuNgSiK versus Bbyong here at GOMTV.
MyuNgSiK versus Bbyong.
All right, tasty McTosis, let's do it.
That's my name, don't wear it out. So we got both players hugging the right here. Little cough there from Bbyong. Hope he's doing all right.
He might have a little bit of a cold.
McTosis might have gotten him sick.
Yeah.
Is this your water or my water, by the way? Speaking of getting sick, is this yours or mine?
Your water.
It's my water, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I just thought about that on the last break. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Am I going to get Artosis cooties?
Well, you're always going to get those.
All right, USA,
you will
USA.
not falter. I'm so sorry, guy in the audience, but I think you are going to falter, and I don't think Terrans are going to march to victory. I think Bbyong is absolutely
the humans are
not getting
actually out
of
of
this
the
group.
story but pretty soon here.
Yeah.
We might have the 1 human player left.
Look, the Xel'Naga didn't even make them. They're an inferior race, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, it's okay.
Jeez.
It's not easy being a human. Unless there are these humans in this ad here. Look at that. This is just straight up ownage.
Yeah. You know, you watched 300, right?
Oh yeah, I watched
like
it a few times actually.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I liked it. You know,
I mean, I like it for exactly what it is. It's awesome cinematography and good action.
It's a great story, and they have a very compelling hero in Xerxes who's trying to unite the world.
We've talked about that, how Leonidas is actually an idiot for not going with Xerxes.
Yeah, it's like
he's like,
Xerxes
I will give you land of safety, and they're like, no.
He's like, you know, I have basically Xerxes is coming and saying, you know, here's the thing, I have the greatest army of all time. I'm uniting everyone. Yeah. I'm going to let you run this area. Basically, all you got to do is be like, yeah, you're my king.
That's all you had to do.
He's like, you know what? Here's the thing, though, buddy. I have 300 really close friends all ready to die with me at your feet.
And then here's Xerxes. He's like, well, no, here's the thing is that's fine. I'm not even interested in, breaking that up or hurting your friends. I just, I'm the king. I'm coming through this whole area. Nothing personal against you. It's actually everybody around here. I'm just asking lay down and say that I'm the king. And you know what? You'll probably get protection from me, army.
Yeah.
I'll probably ask for a small
Anyone else invades you? Anyone else invades you? I come in and save you.
Xerxes is going to come in there and back you up. And Leonidas was basically there being like a child, and he's like, my toys.
Yeah. Basically, he's a villain.
And Xerxes is like, well, I mean, awkward. Now I'm gonna have to invade you and kill you. I don't want to do this. I actually have better things to do. I'm Xerxes. I could be going and getting my 15th piercing right now. But instead I'm having to deal with this.
And you know what's really messed up? Is that he sends a messenger with this, because you know what? He's busy. He's the king of the world, okay? You want him to show up himself? No. He sends a messenger. What happens? Messenger gets kicked down a bottomless pit. So ridiculous. So ridiculous.
Yeah, he's like the messenger.
Leonidas deserved everything that came to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we solved that movie.
Yeah. Well, we solved history is what we did.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, geez. You know how quickly I'd bow to him? I'd be like, how big is your army? 1 million.
A million,
A million. I don't even understand that number because I live in the past. I'm going to go ahead and give you an offer of land and water or whatever.
Million.
Oh. Okay.
That's so funny.
Really good scam. Oh.
And he is going for a Stargate, by the way.
So, yeah, that was a really good scan to see that a Stargate's on the way.
Yep, that's going to help him out a lot.
Yeah, an Oracle's still going to be very useful.
One of the things about the Oracle is even if you know it's coming, that doesn't always allow you to do much more.
Yeah, I mean,
you can prepare for it, but it will still be able to come in there and do a lot of damage.
Like, look at this. He'll probably end up making 3 turrets total right now. Well, that's 3 turrets that he already forced. Likely, he's still going to pick off a couple SCVs here and there,
SCV
and
hiding there, man.
it's going to scout like crazy too.
Yeah.
So everything's pretty good. Behind this, it looks like MyuNgSiK wants to go into Robotech. SCV is just chilling.
Yeah, man. He's hanging out. He's hiding there. He doesn't want to mine minerals. He doesn't know he's actually got the most dangerous job right now. Currently on the map.
Well, I mean, in that area, you think? It's not that dangerous over there.
I suppose as a general job description, you'd say yes, but perhaps because they are both on the right, you know.
Yeah, it's like scout the left-turn flanks early in the game, and you're like, uh-oh, this is not a good idea. But
you know,
it's
here's
actually
the other problem, Artos, is that SCV will inevitably be used to check for a 3rd or 4th base.
He might just
in which he
leave
might
him
just
there.
die.
What if he forgets he even has him?
Wow. Well, that would be fortunate. Only in the sense that Bbyong might not be playing as well, might not be utilizing everything, in which case Bbyong might actually lose. Think about that, and then that SCV's actually screwed.
Maybe he got a hold of some MyuNgSiK replays, and that's where he hides his fleet beacon main carriers.
Whoa.
And so he's just waiting for it to see.
So since the Oracle, since Bbyong was privy to the fact that the Oracle was going to come in here, he did have the defense necessary, but as we mentioned earlier, you know, getting the turrets up and everything like that, that costs the Terran money in another way.
Yeah.
Because they have to build those defenses. So you're right, you didn't get worker kills, but you did force them to make things that will then not help you that much later on.
Indeed, and you know what? That scan, once again, was quite good as well, I do want to point out. He saw that it is Colossus tech, and he also saw that, in fact, Phoenixes are being built, because sometimes you see people skip Phoenixes after an Oracle, not too often, but the fact that it's Colossus plus some Phoenixes tells him that, you know what, he's going to want to get his Viking production at some point really ramped up. But he's going to want to check back if Phoenixes are still being made, because sometimes people stop at just a few of them, try to help deter drops a little bit, and then some people use them as part of the actual composition.
Now we have the Oracle coming in here now, and it looks like he's going to take out at least, just 2 workers. Almost got 3. It's like a half second away from killing that that 3rd one. And I think he's probably going to stop making Phoenixes after this one here.
I'm not sure how many he'll make.
To stop drops here. I don't see any more coming here. Colossus is popping out right now. Thermal Lance is on the way as well.
That's right. This is Oracle. It is up to 3 kills, and again, he's costing lost mining time also. He's forced 3 turrets. The Oracle is still pretty advantageous for MyuNgSiK here.
And now we have the Terran army pushing out. And a 2nd Stargate, okay.
Okay, well that tells us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And if he gets to scout that again, he has to add a 2nd starport ASAP.
He's already adding a 2nd starport. Just started.
Bam, there you go. That's perfect, because if you're going double starport Viking, then you're going to be able to kill a build like this.
Again, the Oracle just coming in here, shaving off a few workers and leaving.
Yeah, up to 6. Just such a valuable unit. Now we do have just this little group of Marines walking around with Bbyong. Looks like he probably wants to just jet in and do some light harassment. I don't think he expects to do too much damage, though. He knows that there's some Phoenixes out, and he knows that there's Colossi, and I mean, that'll deal with that little drop. And he sees both starports. Okay. Stargates.
Yeah, I almost wonder if MyuNgSiK should have made this other Stargate somewhere else.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Once the Terran sees a Stargate, they're going to be scanning that repeatedly to get a feel for what exactly the Protoss's air tech is looking like, if there's an air tech at all.
It's true. Notice that the Ghost Academy is actually coming up already as well. And if he gets 1 EMP off on those Phoenixes while going 4 Vikings at a time, then he is just going to slaughter everything, because there's not going to be nearly enough anti-air to keep those the Colossus alive. And then he's just got a bunch of gateway units that aren't really going to do much at all. Like, he doesn't have charge, he doesn't have blink. Obviously no Psy Storm yet if he doesn't have either of those. Hasn't even started the Twilight Council. So those Colossus are everything for him right now. Fleet Beacon.
Fleet, yep. Beat me to it. Fleet Beacon about halfway done. And it looks like we're going to have a push pretty soon here. They're dead even on supply. Like I say, I think Bbyong is looking pretty good right now with a number of Vikings he's got out here. Seems pretty prepared.
Yeah.
And we're talking about, yeah, it's 2-star ports with reactors on, so that's pretty hard to compete with. And I think he's going to be ready to take his 4th in a little bit here.
Yeah, I would say so. He's going to have to do that eventually. In fact, he is making command centers, so we'll be taking that. And he has 5 ghosts on the way, so he's going to be able to EMP these Phoenixes. Like if he gets one good EMP up on those, it's the Viking count is about to pass the Phoenix count.
He's just now getting Phoenix range here.
The anion pulse crystals. It's very important to know the name of that upgrade. It's the most important upgrade.
I don't know what the Protoss call that upgrade.
I don't even know what anion is. Is like that? Like
I don't know.
Is that the name of the pulse crystals?
I'm not entirely sure.
It's like a type of fuel or something. I don't even.
I remember I was hearing Calarius cast. He's like, "Oh, but the javelin missiles are too strong." And I was like, "What are javelin missiles?"
That's what Thor shoots.
Yeah, that's what a Thor shoots. I had no idea. It's like, you know, whenever we play any RTS game or Tosis, we always, when we're just talking between the two of us, we have our own words we use.
Oh yeah, force fielder.
Force fielder was what we were calling the Sentry until right before we had to cast. We're like, what the hell is this thing called?
Oh my.
Oh my God, SCV
Congo line.
Yep.
That's
coming
a lot
down
of
here,
SCVs.
and this is all going to come down to one big attack. These SCVs can sponge at the damage. I'm sure if you've watched a lot of StarCraft, you've seen the Terran do this.
All right, we just need it. Oh man, if he hits a couple nice EMPs, it's 6 Colossus out, 20 Phoenixes against 18 Vikings. If his Vikings do the right work, there's no way that this will be stopped by Protoss. Like, he'll get such an easy win. Look at that, I love that. 5 cannons sitting there to try to help him out. Can he get EMP?
And here we go! He could see EMP off perfectly on those Phoenixes.
He does,
but notice he's going to ignore the Phoenixes for the time being and go for the Colossi here.
Yeah, his army's kind of getting shredded by Colossus lasers at the moment.
The Colossi is actually at such a good angle.
Yeah. The thing is,
the infantry can't quite. No, actually, excuse me, they can get in there.
Yeah, this was.
But I gotta say,
it was a little bit messy.
You know, honestly, I think Terran just barely pulled it off. I don't know how many more pickups they have left
that's
here.
actually not the way you generally want to engage in a situation like that. What you generally want to do is use the Viking range and kite for a little bit against this and get some free kills. Whereas right there, he just kind of moved into it all and got time warped, and then like the Phoenixes non-stop shot the Vikings, so the Colossus lived extra long. And like when the Colossus live, that's how you lose. That's how you die.
Yeah, well, the Colossi just do all the damage.
Yeah, so that's why you have to kite some of your Vikings. Your Vikings still have more range than a range-upgraded Phoenix. You can absolutely do some additional kiting there, but you know, he had pulled his SCVs, and he's like, this is happening right now. And
nice grabs here with the Phoenixes.
It's so funny, you know, despite the fact that he brought so many SCVs and they all died, he's rebuilt a lot of SCVs, and look at how good his economy actually is. It's killing MyuNgSiK's economy. MyuNgSiK is on 2 bases. Yeah, that was. I feel like that was too sloppy. That was too quick of an attack by Bbyong. I really would have liked to see him kite a bit more. I think this game would be over right now. Like MyuNgSiK would have said, GG, outed.
Well, you know, it's all about execution in moments like that. And, you know, I think the advantage that Bbyong had, he didn't quite utilize as well, you know?
Yeah, totally. It's, you know, felt like an attack move. 1A!
You hit the A so hard. No, you click the mouse so hard even. Springs pop out. Watch the battle end.
This game better count as 2 because my equipment's broken. He's like, okay, did I win that hard enough to be 2-0? It's like, listen, we've never had that be a rule. I don't even know where you're coming up with this, Bbyong.
Nice scan. Clean up these observers. Always worth it to scan at this part of the game on your army whenever you're outside of your base. All right, now he's going to try to get the angle here in such a way that he can take on these Colossi. Really nice pickup, though, with those Phoenixes. Wow.
The Phoenixes are just, they are doing such a fantastic job.
I guess it's just not enough. I mean, they can only hold him in the air for so long. And now Terran has just rolled over the Protoss here, and that's going to be a 1-0 Terran lead here for Bbyong. GG.
All right. Bbyong taking a game here, showing he is not dead yet. Well played. You know what? He had really great money scans. He got his second starter port in time. His attack was strong. He had a good amount of ghosts in there. Well played. Whereas MyuNgSiK, once again, showing that he is a Phoenix user. He loves those Phoenixes. He really relied on them heavily there.
He's very good at using those Phoenixes, too.
Certainly.
I mean, it's some of the best we've seen.
He's shown us time and again in PvZ just how deadly he can be with them, and showing them us here as well against Bbyong, the Terran player. But, you know, maybe a little bit too stylish.